Hey there to our 112 subscribers, our future subscribers, and all the people that secretly watch us without subscribing. This is my fourth attempt in making this video. There's so much going on right now, but yeah, I had a shelf break in the closet in this room, so half the closet is in the room. Half of it's in front of me, half of it's behind my new backdrop, because I had to put it somewhere so that it can be worked on, and I don't know, just everything seems to be going wrong. The third copy of this video that I made had no sound because apparently the new camera doesn't like the new microphone. I can't get it to work together, so I'm using the old camera, new microphone, microphone that I can wear, and that way maybe you guys can actually hear me without me having to jack up the volume, and maybe you can hear me over all the traffic and birds and dogs and everything outside. Anyway, and so I'm also having technicalities with the computers and stuff, trying to set up a new computer in this room. It doesn't like the text file that I made in order to get my thoughts in order for the video. So I had to send it to myself in an email so I can read it, and it's just all complicated. But we're going to make it work one way or another. It's going to get done. So anyway, today's video revolves around a profound promise that many of us have heard and perhaps even held onto during challenging times. God will never give us more than we can handle. It's a verse often quoted and shared as a source of comfort and strength. But what does it truly mean, and how does it shape our understanding of life's trials and tribulations? First, let's acknowledge the truth in this promise. Throughout history and in our personal experiences, we often find ourselves facing situations that seem overbearing, overwhelming, burdensome, and beyond our capabilities. Yet somehow we endure, we find reserves of strength, resilience, and faith that we didn't know existed within us. This is the essence of the promise that within each of us lies untapped potential, waiting to be discovered in moments of adversity. The Bible tells us in 1 Corinthians 10:13, "There hath no temptation taken you, but such as is common to man. But God is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that ye are able, but will with the temptation also make a way to escape, that ye may be able to bear it." This verse reminds us that we are not alone in our struggles. God is with us, guiding us and providing us with the strength to face whatever challenges come our way. But here's where it gets even more profound. Sometimes the trials we face are not just about our own journey. They serve a greater purpose, a purpose that extends beyond our immediate circumstances. Have you ever considered that the difficulties you are going through right now might be preparing you for something greater in the future? Perhaps it's molding your character, deepening your empathy, or honing your skills for a specific task that lies ahead. Our struggles can equip us to be a source of hope and support for others. Think about a time when someone shared their story of overcoming adversity with you. Didn't it inspire you, encourage you, and strengthen your own resolve? In the same way, our experiences of triumphing over challenges can be a beacon of light for those walking a similar path. Also, sometimes we witness other people's struggles before we experience a similar situation, and the effects can be lasting. So I'll give an example. When I was 18, I had a neighbor that was going through some things with her husband or boyfriend, whatever he was, and he was injuring her and her son to the point when he threw her son at the wall. It actually broke my wall, like it went through all the way through, and I couldn't understand why she stayed with this guy, and I kept telling myself, oh, if that ever happened to me, I'd leave, I wouldn't stay. And then I seen her years later in the store, and she'd gotten away from him, not by her own doing, but with the help of cops pressing charges on him because they had changed the law to where the cops could press charges and the victim didn't have to anymore. And so years later, I got into a similar situation, a couple of them, where I was with somebody that was hurting me. And I realized the reasons why somebody doesn't leave. It's not that simple. You can't just sit there and go, oh, I would leave. Because there are so many situations and so many things about each situation that affects what we can and can't do, and affects when we can and can't do things. So, I learned not to assume that there's something wrong with somebody if they don't leave, because sometimes you just can't, or you can't safely. And anyway, now I've had a lot of people ask me to write a book about it, and I am planning to make a novel about it. That way I don't have to implicate anybody in the book. I can just write a novel about different, including the different ways that those things happen, and make it easier for people to understand, and maybe hopefully help other people along the way. Anyway, enough of my rambling. Back to the point of this whole video is, in Romans 8:28, we are reminded, and we know that all things work together for good to them that love God, to them who are the called according to his purpose. This verse assures us that even in the midst of hardships, God is at work, weaving together a tapestry of grace, redemption, and purpose. So let us hold fast to the promise that God will never give us more than we can handle. Let us trust in his faithfulness, knowing that every trial is an opportunity for growth, for preparation, and for being a blessing to others. And as we close, let's remember to thank God for the assurance that he is always with us, guiding us through life's challenges. Help us to trust in his promises and to find strength in times of difficulty. May our experiences of overcoming lead us closer to him and enable us to be a source of hope to those around us. And if anybody has any other topics that they would like me to discuss or to look up, I will be happy to do that. If you have other types of videos you would like me to do, I would be happy to consider them, depending on what I have the ability to actually do, because lack of transportation kind of hinders some things. And please like, subscribe, comment, and share, and ask your friends to do the same. And hopefully I'll be back before too much longer, if I can get all this stuff in order and get my schooling started on May 6th. And I've got a lot to do. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.